Do you suspect that you may have a thyroid problem? You know the symptoms: weight gain, fatigue, digestive problems, thinning hair, but you've been told by a doctor that you don't have any issues. Well, you need to hear what our next guest has to say. This is Dr. Anthony Infantino, and he says that this condition is often misdiagnosed, and he's here to help you this morning. So what is the typical patient for you? Who comes to see you?
So we see a lot of people who have thyroid conditions, right? So they're on medications, or we see people with diabetes, lots of different things. But one of the things that flies under the radar all the time is the person who comes in and says, "Doc, I don't get it. Like, I'm gaining weight, I'm thin in eyebrows, I'm fatigued, I'm constipated, but my thyroid's fine." And when I Googled it, everything says that should be my problem.
Right.
And so there's some things that everybody, I really think, should know, and I'll try to explain them all so that you can understand. And there's a very simple solution to this.
So how do you connect them? Because you're saying it's gut health that is connected.
Gut health,
correct?
environmental toxins, and yeah, and so I can try to, let me connect that for you. Now, before everybody gets all upset, like, this is the periodic table. So you guys remember that from way back? But here's something that's really interesting. Over here is a category of elements called halogens. And not to get too into the science, those are things like fluorine, chlorine, bromine. Now, fluorine, for instance, it's in our toothpaste, right? You're exposed to that all the time. Chlorine, if you take a shower, you're breathing in chlorine gas. Bromine's in almost every bread we eat. But what your thyroid needs is something called iodine, this guy down here, to make the hormone. So you put iodine in there and you're happy. The problem is very many people are deficient in iodine these days. We're using different salts, and I won't get into all that, but if you have low iodine, your body's pretty smart. It goes, hey, what else do we got? So it says, maybe I'll take some chlorine and I'll make this hormone out of chlorine instead. So you go to your doctor and he says, yeah, you have thyroid hormone, you're good. But it's not very functional if it's made out of chlorine, which is a toxic gas, instead of iodine, or any of these things.
And that test won't detect that.
Right, it's not for that.
Okay.
And when you combine that with what goes on in a lot of people's guts from things like coffee and processed foods, instead of having all these good healthy bacteria on these villi, these bacteria get killed off. So our digestion gets a little off, so we might get constipated or bloated, etc. But what happens then is yeast or the bad guys start to take over. And they can affect all the cells in your body. So if cells are kind of coated with yeast, thyroid hormone, even if it was good, can't get in. But now if it's not as good as it could be, it doesn't get in. So now you have cells that, while yes, you have thyroid hormone, if it doesn't get in, the cell metabolism doesn't increase. Right? That's where we get the weight gain, the thinning hair, the fatigue from. So
wow. So you already have a compromised,
many people do,
hormone up here, and then you have cells that are not able to absorb properly.
Right.
This is a double whammy, if you will.
And this is why there's so many people like this.
So what do you do that's different? Because I'm sure you get that frustration when those patients come in. Wait a minute, I've had my blood tested. I've seen
I'm eating
doctors.
perfect, and everything else that goes with it.
How do you fix it?
So I'm a firm believer in, look, instead of adding more stuff to this body, like in the form of medications, etc. Now, I'm not saying no one should have them, but if we could just clean the system out, right? So we use things like far infrared saunas or locally grown herbs that just help pull out heavy metals and toxins. So you can kind of like scrub the slate clean, like get your body just clean and balanced, and just, honestly, Susan, just get out of the way.
So it's
See
a reboot.
what it'll do next.
It's a reboot.
Exactly, reboot.
And
Let it heal.
You all do this right there in clinic.
Yeah,
all right.
exactly
and how
what we
long
do.
does this process take to reboot our system?
It takes a few weeks. You know, I mean, 5 weeks, kind of a good ballpark for the average person to be like, all right, now I'm losing the weight and I'm like really, my digestion's all better. And people just have given up. You know, like, I don't know, what do? I'm eating well, I'm trying to exercise, but I don't even have the energy for that. And
so after that reboot, how are patients?
Oh my gosh.
What is their condition like? How do they look? How do they feel? What do they tell you?
That's the best part of this. That's why I love what we do, because they're like, they literally feel like, oh my gosh, I'm like brand new. Like I feel charged up, and we have so many awesome testimonials on the website. Even it'd be great to just someone read them. Maybe people start new jobs, new careers, new relationships, because they're like, oh, I'm alive, I'm active, I feel better about myself.
I like that. I'm alive. This is
That's
perfect.
kind of how it sounds.
Oh, it's wonderful. Well, Dr. Infantino is here to help you. Platinum Wellness does have a special offer for you this morning. The first 10 callers to pick up the phone and call, you're going to get a detailed online health assessment and a 1-hour consultation to review your results. That is for just $25. That's going to help you determine whether you are in fat storage mode or what you can do about it. Platinum Wellness, they are located at 4727 East Union Hills Drive. That's right there in Phoenix. 602-866-8100 is the number to call, or visit their website, platinumwellnessthyroid.com, to see those testimonials.